Hi guys, and welcome to Angling For You, and today you join us on an Angling For You Members Day match at Moorefield's Farm Fishery on the small pond. There's around 12 of us today, and it's going to be hopefully a decent little day. We've never fished on here before, no idea how to fish it, no idea what's going to happen, so we've got a few different baits. I've pulled peg 24. They're not really pegged here. We peg it 1 to 15 on the other bank and 16 to 30, and I drew the 24. So I'll very quickly go through the rigs because we are pressed for time. So I've got a mudline rig over the other side with a Guru 0.2, and that's 0.15 to an 0.14 with a size 16 hook, and that's going to be my meat and pellet attack over the other side, just tapping it in with a pot. And I've also got corn as well, so it could be corn and pellet on one of the other sides. I've got two of those set up, one to a bush at just under 14 metres and one in front of me to just under 13 metres. So they're my mudline rigs, mudline. And the trusty is the paste rig, straight through 019, no messing about. It's to a size 12 Guru extra strong hook, and we've got a paste one pressed and float on, and I've got potentially 4 places I could do that. I've got a pallet to my left, a bush to my left, and then, well, to my right I've got a just underneath bush, and then I've got a far pallet as well, so I have got some good edge potential for later on. The other rig that I've got is for the other mud line, which is on my left, which is a little Preston dibber float, 4x10s, and again that same 0.15 to 0.14 to a size 16. Again, a little kettle pot, and that'll be fished over to the bush to the left. Fingers crossed between those two we'll have. I prefer to have it on the 13 metre line, to be honest, because it's an easier ship back, but if that's where they are, that's where they are. And the final one, which is the one that I'm hoping comes the best, is the old shallow. Now I'm not going with a jig, I'm just going with a fixed rig. My other dibber float will also play into a deep shallow rig. It's only about 4 foot, so that one goes up to about 2 foot in depth. This one does up to about 1 foot. We're going to start it around that, about 1 foot, and that is just 0.15 to an 0.14 uplink with a size 16 QM1, and that's it. It's really simple. In fact, I'll leave that out actually, because that's going to be me starting. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's what I'm going to start feeding, but I am going to start with the across Guru float to my 13 metre line. And we won't be massively far away. Like I said, there's a few old baits that we've got. I'm going to stick my old foot in here to get myself in a position to go. We've got a few different baits. I've got adrenaline baits, red for paste for later on. There for my paste lines, and I'll feed that with 4 mils. I've got some soaked meat here, which is just chopped meat. That's going to be my feed meat, and I'll just mush that up with some pellets as I put it in the pot, and some corn. And then over to this side we've got some chopped up polony for the hooks. It holds it a little bit better. I've got some soaked fishery micros, some normal fishery 4s, and then my maggots is what I'm going to be feeding shallow, and there's some 8 mils there just in case we poke into that. The last thing I've got, which I've not seen any cruising, if I'm honest, we've only seen 1 or 2, is a waggler mugging rig. As I've got a peg either side, I've got a bit of space. If I see them, I've got a little wag set up with a little banded size 14 hook, and that's it. So join me a couple of minutes when we have the all in. Right guys, so we've just called the all in, and we're shipping out to the other side. Just potting in a little bit of meat and pellet. Just gently lift that over the top, and while we're doing that, we're just feeding shallow. Right boys, well the match is done. I've got plenty of sunburn. Well, what a frustrating match, an amazing venue. I've really enjoyed it. I started across, caught really well F1s, planned going to head, feeding shallow, dropped on that, had a few F1s, they didn't stay there, so I planned we're going to head. Seen the Jackson 5 to my left, start pulling them out on pace, so I thought I'm going to go down edge. It was always my plan to do so. Dropped down on pace. We literally had a fish every time it went under for 2.5 hours, and I got 6 in. It was mental. I don't understand it. Like I lost 8 rigs, I got hook links. It's such a strong setup. 019 straight through, and then I went to 022 straight through. It still did me. Floats, everything. I got 20 slick on. You just couldn't do out. I just could not do out with them. They went, you hooked them down the edge, and you just couldn't get them out. You just couldn't get them out. So you know, that's fishing. It's my own fault. I probably should have gone on pace waggler, because I had one right at end on pace waggler, and I managed to steer it straight out. But you know, you live and learn. Got to learn from your mistakes. I'll know next time I come. But I thought I was geared up strong enough. So just a little bit frustrating with that. The plan worked. You know, I were on for a good £100-ish day. If everything had gone to plan. But you know, that's fishing, and I didn't. I ended up with 41 pound and change, just for third. So I've, you know, done all right and end anyway, third. Plenty of smaller fish, you know, so it's kept me busy for the weight. We got a local guy over the other side, just decimated. He literally fished out edge. I don't know how he got him in. He had 93 pound. He smashed everybody up. I don't even know how he got them all in. But he's obviously a local bloke and obviously knows how to do it. But you know, well done to him. He did really well, and then Dan's done me by £1.07, which is good for him. It's nice for him to get second place. But yeah, it's, you know, it's like fishing. You always dwell on the things you could have changed, and you know, you just got to suffer what you've done. And the main thing is today, we've come out for a members' day. We've really enjoyed it. Everybody's been fantastic. It's been a great atmosphere, and you know, just superb. We've really enjoyed it, and you know, it's that's what it's about, and that's what Angling for You is about. A big thanks again to Sam and Tom at Fishing Tackle and Bait for supplying the prizes, as always, and you know, just a top job to Ian over the other side for getting his £93 absolutely spot on. But third place on a venue I've never fished, I'm happy with that. Frustrating, but all good. So if you want to join us on any of the videos on the playlist and check them out on Angling for You YouTube. If you want to go on the Facebook group Angling for You and join on a members day, or just see what we're up to, then it's Angling for You. And if you want to see just pictures, go on at Instagram at angling_for_you, and that's you can see what we're doing. And if you'd like, share and subscribe and join the Angling for You family, that'd be superb. And until the next one, guys, thank you very much. Tight lines.